So just want to go over how to work with an SVG like this that has multiple colors or layers. And how I work with them is I like to make separate pages for each color. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And you can easily change the name and the color when you open up a new page. And now the reason I do this is so that as I'm cutting, I can have, a cue to tell me what color I'm going to need to load into my machine next. And sometimes you'll have an image that has lots of different pieces. It'll have white somewhere else. So this way it makes it easier so that you can get multiple pieces cut at a time with each color rather than having to reload the color multiple times. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to ungroup my SVG here. And I'm going to separate it into its parts, and I'm going to put them where they belong. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut that out of here and put it on its respective color mat. Now as you see, I'm lining it up to this dashed line here. You can also come over here on the right hand side and you can use this horizontal and vertical line to align it to the corner. Now the reason it doesn't come all the way to this corner over here is because SCAL will only cut to this certain border, and the barrier for this border is actually a 1/4 inch from the top edge. So if you want to save yourself that 1/4 of an inch in material, you would line it up a 1/4 inch down and a 1/4 inch over. And I'm just going to move the blue over here as well. And I'm just going to move it over there into that corner. Now I like to move it into the corner because I like to conserve my materials. Now I just happen to know that this SVG, each letter is separate, so I'm going to go ahead and group the letters together by their words. And then what I would do is I would just flip this around. Again, because I like to conserve my material, you can always leave it just as it is in the SVG to make it easier for putting it back together later, but that's just how I do it. And again, we'll align it over to the corner. Oop. It was aligning each word. Didn't want to do that. Wanted them to align that way. And now what I would go ahead and do is I would load up my mat with each respective color, and I would cut the layers out and piece them back together.